I know most of the world is focused on a little game called Repo on Steam right now. As of writing this script for my pork chop brain, I have not purchased the game nor played it, but it looks like a lot of fun. South Park Canadian robots meet Scooby-Doo villains. It's a wild ride. Speaking of wild rides, Tuah has been MIA for the last 3 months after she scammed her audience in yet another one of these crypto rug pulls. I think there have been more crypto rug pulls than the number of days this year so far. It feels like every day we are getting blessed with a new shitcoin being pumped and dumped by so many celebrities. Now we just need Dwayne The Rock Johnson to release his crypto coin, and we will have come full circle. I don't think humanity has the ability to evolve further backwards. The full transformation from Dwayne The Rock Johnson to Dwayne The Rock Bottom would be a biblical event. Also, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I needed to look up just to be sure my suspicion of The Rock coin was all in my head. If someone said The Rock released a rug pull crypto, I would not fact check it. I'd have more faith in that statement than someone telling me that aliens exist. And hell, if aliens do exist on the planet, I'd imagine they'll do anything to leave after seeing what we humans are capable of. But back to my original point of this entire video, Hawk to a girl. Back in December 2024, she advertised her new crypto coin, which got pumped into the stratosphere due to a little insider trading, no doubt. And like any object, it must come down. And boy, did it come down. It dropped to basically nothing overnight. Now, I don't think Haley Welch actually knows what cryptocurrency really is. I think she just saw it as another way for her to make even more money than she did previously. Crypto has become that buzzword in every household, and not a good one. Every time I hear that word, I immediately associate it with lethal doses of cringe. However, this is not about me and my gripes against crypto. This is about a girl from Tennessee who became famous for saying those two magic words. From that moment on, her entire life transformed. Brand deals, collaborations, merch, it was true overnight success. We have seen many one-hit wonders come and go, both TikTok and Vine. It makes me sad that everyone forgot about the "you was at the club" guy. Okay, I'll admit it, I forgot about him too, but I found this hit single playing over an Instagram reel, which was just a compilation of ski accidents. Don't ask me how I found that video because it found me. I take great pride in being a ski bum and somehow had missed the memo that skiing brain rot was a thing. I guess you can really stitch any audio over any video and just call it brain rot. Speaking of which, I'm not here today to show you the best Hawk Tuah TikTok compilations, no. We gather here to mourn the loss of Hawk Tuah, because as it stands, there has not been a single upload of any content from her since that crypto incident. There was one leaked podcast clip that was in production, which I say very lightly because this leaked clip was from an entirely edited episode. So the entire thing was already edited and ready to go, but they claimed that this was released on accident. One of those highlights in this self-proclaimed leaked episode was Haley talking about how scared she was of CoffeeZilla, the guy that exposed her operation. Are you scared, Haley? Ooh, CoffeeZilla. Big scary man in a suit. Haley, if you actually know nothing about crypto, and this entire operation was run behind your back by other people, why even say this? This is just a weird look on your part. This can only prove his point further. Sure, maybe you knew nothing about crypto, fine. Not everyone does, and that's not a crime. What is a crime, and I might add a felony, not a whoopsie-daisies, is you knowing that this operation was scummy in the first place. You can plead whoopsie-daisies all you want to your audience, but it will not work in front of a judge. For all the millions of people that lost their money in this rug pull, this is gonna be, biblically, I say the word, oh my god, this is gonna biblically slap you down. Millions of people getting scammed is not a small matter by any means. They could charge you in criminal court for this. And if you are ordered to pay up criminal damages, on top of refunding all of those people, you are beyond screwed. They'll put the gavel down and just send you to Davy Jones' locker for 100 years servitude. Because this is still really bad. The sheer scale of this financial damage you caused is probably bigger than your head can comprehend. But yeah, now for my big prediction for the future of Hawk Tuah now. I do not think that in any capacity she comes back from this, at least not on her own. And even in the beginning of her career, She was carried by some of the biggest guest names in pop culture, which already had so much potential to keep her career around long term. But now, I can't imagine anyone would want to have their name associated with a literal pirate, because that's what she is, and she knows it. Here's my second reference to Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean, whatever. I don't even think Jack Sparrow would have had the resources to steal $1 million overnight. Maybe Mr. Krabs. But if we consider the value of gold doubloons today, he would have been the richest pirate that ever lived. In our hearts, he was the richest pirate despite losing everything he had over and over. Tuah will probably be forgotten. Another one-hit wonder that was the closest to having everlasting fame and fortune, but fumbled it so spectacularly. It just goes to show that some of these one-hit wonder influencers who try to maintain their relevance have no idea what it means to have an audience. The people that watch you aren't just numbers on an Excel spreadsheet that you can just calculate sum equals and make tons of money. When your entire brand becomes more focused on making money, or in many cases exploiting money, your fans leave. They go elsewhere. Because your fans, believe it or not, they don't want to be fucked in the ass for money. I know. It's a tough pill to swallow. I don't know, Haley. Maybe don't consider. Maybe consider. I'm gonna bring up Steam here. Why is Steam so great? Why is it a PC gaming essential? I think a better question would be, what are the cons of this company? I can't exactly think of any because it just works like it's supposed to. Even the CEO, Gabe, voiced his opinion about how bad services encourage people to leave. So, what happens in the alternate ending where she comes back and, I won't say all, but most is forgiven? Well, I would say anything is possible. She is the prime example of how you can say anything on the internet, including spitting on some stank stick, and get famous off of that. Hey, who knows? She might come back with a new catchphrase and gain more influence than the Pope. Instead of hawk to us, she'll hit us with the gleep glorp. She'll talk about how she's a changed person because she was abducted by aliens and learned a new religion just like Toe Mater. But yeah, here's that clip that started this whole thing.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck!
Yikes. This really is aged like fine milk. I still can't wrap my head around this. Her becoming famous is a glitch in the Matrix, a TikTok factory defect that was not accounted for during the manufacturing process. Oh man. What do you think would happen if we woke up a World War II veteran from their grave and this was the first thing we showed them? I'm placing my bet on that he'll either willingly hop back in his coffin or die a second time and land in the coffin again.